This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com. To find out how you can help kickstart our latest show, Live from Bay 6, visit our website and click on the Kickstarter button. Hey there everyone, and welcome back to In Range. I'm Cameron Harris, and this is episode number 26. Now the title of today's episode might seem a little bit too good to be true. Treating highs with carbs. So treating a high blood sugar by actually eating carbs. Now, don't get your hopes up too quickly because this does require insulin, but it's a fascinating way to treat highs. I'm sure there's a scientific reason and explanation for why this works the way it does, but I have no idea what it is. So just for now, just take my word that it works. Now, if you're anything at all like me, you have the occasional high blood sugar. And of course, naturally, when you have a high blood sugar, you give yourself insulin to correct that. But what happens if you keep giving yourself more and more insulin, but your numbers just refuse to go down, at least not very quickly? That sound familiar? This happens to me all the time, and I never really understood why or what I could do to help prevent it until my doctor suggested that I try something. Now, normally when you go high, your instinct is to just avoid carbs entirely because they'll just make you go higher. But if you have no carbs whatsoever in your system, the insulin actually can't do its job. Now, there's plenty of sugar in your blood, certainly, but if you have it on an empty stomach, the insulin just can't work with it. So my doctor suggested that the next time I have trouble getting my blood sugars to go down, I try having a little snack, just one carb or so, nothing too big, and shoot up for it. So I actually give myself the appropriate amount of insulin for that, like a regular meal bolus, plus my correction bolus. The results were just unbelievable. Even after hours of just regular correction bolusing, pretty aggressively too, my numbers just would not budge. But the first time I tried this, had one carb, bolused for it, did the correction bolus as well, my numbers were back in range within half an hour. It was unbelievable. This is a particularly useful thing to remember when you have ketones. Because if you have ketones, chances are you're high as well, and as such, you're avoiding carbs entirely. You might even be avoiding just food in general because you're feeling a little bit nauseous. Sometimes when I have bad ketones, that happens to me. You don't think you can keep anything down. If that's the case, try eating anything that you think you might be able to stomach. In my case, I find that juice boxes, little one-carb juice boxes, those work really well. I tend to be able to stomach those quite well, even when I have high ketones, but do whatever works for you. Because having that extra carb will not only help bring your numbers down if they're being stubborn, but it'll also help get rid of the ketones faster too. I know that this is a really weird tip, but it really does work very well. Now, it might not work as well for you. Be cautious the first time you use it, but in general, I think you're going to be pretty impressed with the results. Now, until next time, be sure to visit our website, www.harwoodpodcast.com. We've got the show notes there, as well as all kinds of other great stuff. And if you have any questions or comments for me personally about the show, you can send me an email at cameron@harwoodpodcast.com. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'll catch you guys later. Good luck staying in range.